I used to think love was quiet. I thought it grew in small smiles and late replies. Every time Alina laughed with me, I told myself it meant something. "You're different," she used to say, brushing my arm. I built my days around those words. I skipped sleep for her messages. I replayed her voice when I felt weak. The cafe was loud that night. Cups clinked. Chairs scraped. My heart felt louder than all of it. "Alina, can we talk?" I asked, my voice shaking. She smiled. "Sure. What's up?" I swallowed. "I like you. More than a friend. I've liked you for a long time." For 1 second, she stared at me. Then she laughed. "Wait," she said, covering her mouth. "You're serious?" "Yes," I said. "I am." She turned to Mark and the others. "Did you hear that? He likes me." She copied my voice. "I've liked you for a long time," Mark snorted. "No way. This is a joke, right?" I felt heat crawl up my neck. "Alina, please. I'm being honest." She shook her head, still smiling. "Oh my God, I thought you were just being nice. I didn't think you'd actually think you had a chance." That word hit hard. Chance people around us started listening. Someone laughed behind me. My hands trembled under the table. "So what?" Mark said loudly. "You've planned this whole love speech?" "I didn't plan anything," I said. "I just needed to tell her." Lena leaned back. "You should have kept it to yourself." "This is embarrassing for me," I asked. "For both of us," she said. "But mostly you." I opened my mouth, but nothing came out. My chest hurt. My ears rang. "I mean," she added, "we're not even on the same level." Mark laughed again. "Yeah, man. Aim lower next time." I stood up too fast. My chair fell. No one helped me. "I trusted you," I said to Alina. "You didn't have to laugh." She rolled her eyes. "Don't be dramatic. It's not that deep." "Not that deep." I nodded, even though my vision blurred. "Right. Sorry." She waved her hand. "It's fine. Just don't make things weird." Weird. Like I wasn't already breaking. I walked toward the door. My legs felt weak. Every step felt heavy. Behind me, Mark said, "Bro really thought he had a shot." Someone laughed again. I pushed the door open and stepped outside. The night air hit my face. I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry. I did neither. I kept walking. Each step pulled something apart inside me. I realized I wasn't just hurt. I was changed. I whispered to myself, "Never again." I didn't know who I was becoming, but I knew one thing. The boy who believed her smiles was gone. I heard Alina call my name, softer this time. "Hey, wait." I stopped but didn't turn. "What?" She sighed. "You didn't have to take it so seriously." I meant every word, I said. "Well, I didn't," she replied. "You should learn to read signs." "What signs?" I asked. "The ones where you held my hand?" She paused. "That didn't mean anything. It meant everything to me." "That's your problem," she said quietly. Mark muttered something, but I ignored him. "I'm sorry if you're hurt," Alina said. "But don't act like I owe you something." "I never asked for anything," I said. "I just asked for respect." She crossed her arms. "You're making this awkward." "I didn't make it public," I said. "You did." Her silence was answer enough. I turned back to the street. My chest burned, but my voice stayed calm. "Laugh if you want," I said. "Just remember this moment." She scoffed. "You're being dramatic again." "Maybe," I said, "but I won't forget." I walked away before she could speak again. With every step, I felt something harden inside me. I didn't look back. I promised myself I would survive this. I promised myself I would change. That night stayed with me. Every laugh echoed. Every word cut deep. I didn't cry. I just stared at the dark ceiling, knowing nothing in my life would feel the same again after tonight ended. I didn't go to school the next day, or the one after that. I stayed in bed, staring at my phone, replaying Elena's laugh until it felt burned into my skull. "You thought you had a chance." Her voice followed me everywhere. I muted every group chat. I ignored every notification. My phone buzzed again. Are you alive? Ryan texted. I typed, deleted, typed again. I'm fine. That's not an answer, he replied. Open the door. I didn't. I let the knock echo through my room. Bro, he said from outside. Just talk to me. What's there to say? I called back. He paused. They were wrong. All of them. You weren't there, I said. You didn't hear them laugh. He lowered his voice. I heard enough. I opened the door a crack. Ryan looked uncomfortable, hands in his pockets. You skipping school now? I don't want to see anyone, I said. Especially her, he replied. I didn't answer. He stepped closer. You'll be okay, I laughed, short and empty. Don't say that if you don't mean it. Ryan frowned. I do mean it. You don't know what it's like, I said. Everyone saw me like that. Like what? He asked. Small, I said. Stupid. He shook his head. You're not stupid. Then why do I feel like a joke? I asked. He didn't respond. Silence filled the space between us. My phone buzzed again. A new message. Lena. Hey, she wrote. Alina feels bad, but you need to move on. Don't make this a bigger thing than it is. I stared at the screen. A bigger thing. Ryan noticed my face change. What? I showed him the message. He scoffed. That's cold. I typed back before I could stop myself. I didn't make it big. She did. The 3 dots appeared, then disappeared. Ryan sighed. You don't owe anyone a reply. No, I said. But I want them to know I'm not invisible. You're not invisible, he said firmly. Then why did she treat me like nothing? I asked. Ryan looked away. Some people don't think before they hurt others. That's easy for them, I said. They don't have to live with it. He nodded. I don't know how to fix this. That makes 2 of us, I said. After he left, I lay back down. The ceiling felt closer than before. I scrolled through old messages. Elena's jokes. Her late-night texts. You're special, I whispered. Was any of it real? No one answered. I imagined the cafe again. Mark's laugh. Elena's smile. My own voice shaking. I covered my ears like it would help. Another message came. A group chat notification. Someone had posted a joke. I didn't open it. I deleted the app instead. I went to the bathroom and stared at my reflection. My eyes looked tired. My face looked older. Was I always this weak? I asked myself. I remembered how confident I felt before that night. How hopeful. Maybe hope was the mistake, I said softly. I pressed my hands against the sink. You trusted her, I told myself. That's not a crime. Still felt like one. I thought about school. The looks. The whispers. I wasn't ready. My phone buzzed one last time. Unknown number. Hey, the text read. It's Alina. I think we should talk. I stared at it for a long time. Then I turned the phone face down. I met my own eyes again. You can't go back, I said. You can't unhear laughter. Something in me tightened. Hardened. I won't beg, I whispered. Not again. The boy who believed kindness would protect him was gone, and the silence that followed felt permanent. I cried once more that night, just once. I wiped my face and said, That's it. My voice sounded empty. I won't cry over Alina again. The words felt like a promise carved into bone. The next morning, I forced myself out of bed. Ryan texted. You coming today? Yes, I replied. I didn't feel ready, but I was done hiding. At school, people stared. I kept my eyes forward. Someone whispered my name. I ignored it. Rough week? Mr. Hayes asked when I walked into class. I'm fine, I said. He raised an eyebrow. That wasn't an answer. I said I'm fine. He pointed to a chair. Sit. I did. You've been quiet, he said. Too quiet. I'm just focused, I replied. On what? He asked. I hesitated, not failing. He leaned closer. That's a lie. I clenched my jaw. What do you want me to say? The truth, he said. You're angry. So, I asked, so anger can either rot you, he said, or sharpen you. I looked away. I don't need a lecture. He tapped the desk. You need direction. I didn't ask for help, I said. No, he replied calmly, but you need it. After class, he stopped me. Gym. After school. I don't work out, I said. You will, he replied, or you'll keep wasting yourself. That afternoon, I stood in the empty gym. What am I doing here? I muttered. Learning control, Mr. Hayes said. Start running. Not angry, I said. Then why are your fists clenched? He asked. I started running. Faster, he said. My lungs burned. My legs screamed. Again, he said. Why are you doing this? I asked between breaths. Because pain listens, he replied. Excuses don't. I ran until my thoughts went quiet. The next day, Alina tried to talk to me. Hey, she said softly. I kept walking. Can we talk? She asked. No, I said. She followed. Why are you acting like this? Like what? I asked without stopping. Cold, she said. I stopped and faced her. I'm acting like someone who learned, she frowned. Learned what? Who you are, I said. Her eyes narrowed. That's not fair, I shrugged. Neither was laughing. She opened her mouth, closed it. I didn't mean to hurt you. You did, I replied. I said I was sorry, she said. No, I said. You said it wasn't deep. She looked frustrated. What do you want from me? Nothing, I said. That confused her more than anger would have. I walked away. That night, I trained again. Push-ups, sit-ups. Silence. Ryan watched me. You're going too hard. I'm fine, I said. He laughed nervously. You've said that before. It's time I mean it, I replied. He studied me. You're different. I have to be, I said. Because of her? He asked. Because of me? I answered. Days passed. I trained. I studied. I spoke less. Mr. Hayes nodded once. Better. I'm not better, I said. I'm focused. That's better, he replied. I caught my reflection in a window. My eyes looked sharp, guarded. Don't feel, I whispered. Don't fall. Lena watched me from across the hall. I didn't look back. I wasn't healed, but I wasn't begging anymore, and that was enough to keep going. Life didn't change all at once. It shifted quietly. People stopped laughing around me. Some nodded. Some avoided my eyes. I noticed everything. Ryan whispered, You walk different now. I walk forward, I said. He studied me. You don't joke anymore. Busy, I replied. With what? He asked. Becoming someone else, I said. In class, a girl sat beside me. Hey, she said calmly. I'm Sophia. No, I replied. She smiled slightly. You don't talk much. I talk enough, I said. She nodded. Fair. There was no pity in her voice. No curiosity. That made me relax. You don't care what people think, she said. I care, I replied. I just don't chase it. She looked impressed. That takes discipline. Or pain, I said. She didn't push. If you ever want help studying, let me know. Why? I asked. Because you're focused, she said. I respect that. That word stayed with me. At lunch, Alina watched me from across the room. I didn't look back. Mark leaned close to her, laughing too loudly. It sounded forced. She finally stood and walked over. Hey, she said. I kept eating. Can we talk? She asked. No, I said. She crossed her arms. You're still mad. I'm not anything, I replied. That's a lie, she said. You won't even look at me. I don't need to, I said. Her voice sharpened. So you're just pretending I don't exist? I'm not pretending, I replied. I moved on. She scoffed. From what? I met her eyes for the first time. From you. Her face flushed. You think you're better now? I think I'm calmer, I said. That's not the same, she snapped. It's enough, I replied. She stared, waiting for more. I turned away. Sophia watched the exchange. That looked heavy, she said. It was light, I replied. I dropped it. She smiled again. Good answer. Later in the hallway, I heard shouting. I slowed down. You embarrassed me, Alina hissed. Mark laughed nervously. I was joking. You always joke, she said. When things go wrong, it's not my fault, he replied. He changed. That's not fair, she said. I stopped behind a locker. My heart beat fast, but my face stayed still. You pushed him, Mark said. I just laughed. You laughed first, she snapped. Everyone followed you. So what? He asked. You like the attention. Silence. That's what I thought, he added. I walked away before they noticed me. That night, Ryan asked, Do you feel better? I feel aware, I said. That sounds lonely, he replied. It's quieter, I said. I can think. Sophia texted me. You handled today well. You saw that? I replied. Yes, she said. You didn't react. I wanted to, I admitted. But you didn't, she replied. That's control. I stared at the ceiling. Part of me still hurt. Part of me felt steady. The next day, Alina tried again. You're acting superior, she said. I'm acting honest, I replied. You're doing this to punish me, she accused. I'm doing this to protect myself, I said. Her eyes softened. I didn't know you'd turn cold. Didn't know you'd laugh, I replied. She stepped back. You're impossible now. Good, I said. That means I'm free. She walked away angry. Sophia leaned toward me. You don't need her approval. I know, I said. And? She asked. And I finally believe it, I replied. I watched Alina from a distance after that. Not with longing. With clarity. The pain was still there. It just didn't own me anymore. I stopped laughing with people. I stopped explaining myself. Ryan noticed first. You're shutting me out, he said. I shrugged. I'm protecting myself, he frowned. From me? I didn't answer. Silence sat between us. It felt safer than honesty, even though it hurt us both more than truth ever could. Sophia called me out after class. Why do you act like you're alone? She asked. I said, because alone doesn't laugh at me. She crossed her arms. That's not strength, I replied. It's survival. Saying it out loud scared me more than any insult ever could admit about my fear. Ryan confronted me later. You're disappearing, he said. I answered, I'm still here. He shook his head. Not like before, I snapped. Before got me humiliated. He went quiet. Guilt flashed across his face. Mine hardened again because I refused to feel weak in front of anyone anymore now. I watched rumors circle Alina like smoke. People whispered. Friends drifted away. She laughed louder, sharper. Mark wasn't always beside her. I told myself I didn't care. Then I asked myself why I kept noticing every crack forming inside. Her perfect image that once blinded me completely before everything broke. Sophia sat beside me again. You look empty, she said. I replied, empty doesn't hurt. She frowned. It does later. I looked away. Later is better than now? My voice sounded colder than I intended when I heard it echo between us, exposing how numb I was becoming inside fast. Alina lashed out in class. Everyone's against me, she snapped. I kept my eyes down. Part of me felt relief. Part of me felt sick. I wondered if this was justice or just pain changing hands again without healing, growth, or meaning for anyone involved, including me, myself, now here. Ryan said, You don't smile. I replied, Smiling invites questions. He sighed. You're building walls, I said. Walls don't bleed, he whispered. Neither do people. That stayed with me longer than I expected and made me question whether strength required losing warmth, trust, and connection forever alone. Silently watching life. That night I trained harder. My body shook. My thoughts stayed sharp. I told myself, pain is cheaper than shame. Ow. The words worked. They also scared me. I wondered who I would be if they stopped protecting me from feeling anything real again someday, when strength faded, leaving silence behind. Sophia asked quietly, "What are you afraid of?" I answered, being laughed at again. She nodded. "That fear owns you," I said, "not anymore." Even as I spoke, doubt pressed against my chest like a reminder that control can crack without warning, leaving scars deeper than ridicule ever did before. I saw Alina crying near the lockers. No audience. No laughter. Just raw panic. I felt power and sadness mix. I didn't step closer. I didn't step away faster. I stood still, learning restraint as something earned, not proved. It's not performed for anyone watching my reaction quietly, then leaving unseen. Mark mocked her later. "Drama queen," he said. She snapped back. I kept walking. Revenge felt close, tempting. Growth felt slow, boring. I argued with myself the whole way home, asking which path lasted longer when pride fades, anger cools, and only consequences remain, waiting quietly for choices made now. Ryan said goodbye awkwardly that night. "Call me," he said. I nodded. I didn't promise. I knew distance protected me. I also knew it cost me people who cared. Strength demanded payment, and loneliness collected first every time, silently, without mercy or pause for recovery or comfort afterward ever again. Sophia texted later. "You don't have to be empty," I replied. "Empty keeps me safe," she answered. Safe isn't alive. I stared at that message longest, feeling something ache behind my ribs that once held hope. Trust and softness I buried for survival. Strength and pride, fearing ridicule again soon. I checked my reflection that night. Stronger posture. Harder eyes. I asked, "Is this worth it?" The reflection didn't answer. I realized strength didn't feel heroic. It felt quiet, heavy, and isolating in ways I'd never imagined before. When all I wanted was belonging, warmth, and acceptance without conditions attached, I admitted the truth out loud. "I'm afraid the room didn't judge me," I said, "but I won't go back." Saying both felt necessary. Fear kept me sharp. Choice kept me human, balance between darkness and growth without surrendering either. Even when emptiness whispered easier answers nightly to my heart, I watched Alina from afar again, not with hunger, not with hate, with distance. I understood then. Strength wasn't winning. It was choosing who I became next. Even if the choice hurt more than staying broken forever, alone. Defined by laughter instead of courage earned through pain. Restraint and growth. Karma didn't crash into Elena's life. It whispered. I noticed it in small things. Empty seats beside her. Forced laughs. Mark walking ahead instead of beside her. I kept my head down, but my ears stayed open. Ryan said quietly. People stopped inviting her. That happens. I replied. You sound calm, he said. I am, I answered. Sophia watched me closely. You're not enjoying this? Observing? I said. She nodded. That's different. One afternoon, I heard shouting again. Elena's voice cracked. You said you'd stay, Mark replied. I didn't sign up for drama. So you're leaving? She asked. I'm protecting myself, he said. Those words sounded familiar. Lena crossed her arms. Maybe you should think about how you treat people, Lena snapped. You too? Lena shrugged. I don't like being embarrassed either. I walked past them without slowing. Sophia caught up to me. You okay? Yes, I said. She searched my face. You don't look surprised. I expected balance, I replied. She smiled slightly. That's karma. Later that day, Alina waited near the exit. Alone, no friends. No audience. Can we talk? She asked. I stopped. Say it. She flinched. I'm sorry. I stayed quiet. She rushed on. I didn't mean for things to get so bad. Said nothing. I was under pressure, she added. Everyone expected me to laugh it off. I looked at her. You chose to. She swallowed. I didn't think it would hurt you like that. It did, I said calmly. She nodded fast. I know, I feel terrible for you. I asked. She hesitated. For everything. That's not an answer, I said. Her shoulders dropped. I'm losing people. I breathed slowly. That's not why I'm listening. She looked confused. Then why are you? Because I want closure, I replied. Not comfort. She stepped closer. I really am sorry. I believe that, I said. Relief crossed her face. But it doesn't fix anything, I added. Her relief faded. What do you want me to do? Nothing, I said. This isn't about fixing. She frowned. Then what is it about? Truth, I said. I trusted you, she whispered. I know. You laughed, I continued. You made it public. Tears filled her eyes. I was scared. You made me feel small, I said. She nodded. I see that now. I don't need your regret, I said evenly. I survived without it. She stared. So that's it? That's it, I replied. She wiped her face. I thought you'd be angry. I was, I said. I chose not to stay there. She looked down. I deserve this. That's not for me to decide, I said. Silence stretched between us. Sophia waited nearby, giving me space. Alina asked softly, Can we ever be okay? I considered the question. Not the way you want. Jed, you're different. I had to be, I replied. She nodded once. I won't bother you again. That would be best, I said. She walked away slowly. Sophia joined me. You didn't raise your voice? I didn't need to, I said. That took control, she said. It took honesty, I replied. Ryan texted later. You handled that well. I handled myself, I typed back. That night, I thought about revenge. It felt small now. I realized something important. Karma. Didn't need my help, and I didn't need her pain to heal. The power had already shifted. I walked forward without looking back. For the first time, I felt free. Alina waited for me again, but this time she was crying before I said a word. I wasn't cruel, she said. I was afraid. Her voice shook. Everyone watches me. I didn't want them judging me. I felt something pull inside my chest. I hated that it still could. I stayed quiet. She wiped her face. If I didn't laugh, they would have laughed at me instead. I said, So you chose me. She nodded. I panicked. I closed my eyes. Part of me wanted to forgive her. Part of me remembered the cafe. I understand fear, I said slowly. That doesn't erase damage. She stepped closer. I never meant to destroy you, but you did, I replied. She whispered, I'm sorry. I believed her. That scared me. Ryan caught me later. You talked to her? Yes, I said. And? He asked. She explained herself. Frowned. Don't let her rewrite what happened. I won't, I said. She humiliated you, he pressed. You don't owe her peace. I know, I replied. Ryan sighed. Just don't forget who you were after. I won't, I said, unsure if that was true. Sophia met me near the steps. You look torn. I am, I admitted. She apologized. She asked, Yes. And you felt it, she said. Yes. She nodded. That's human. Then why does forgiving feel like losing myself? I asked. Because forgiveness without boundaries is surrender, she replied. I exhaled. I don't want revenge. Good, she said. Revenge keeps you tied to her. But forgiveness feels like permission, I said. She looked at me gently. Then choose distance. Alina found me one last time. I can't sleep, she said. I keep hearing your voice. I hear laughter, I replied. She winced. I hate myself for that. I don't hate you, I said. Hope flickered in her eyes. But I can't let you close again. I added. Her shoulders fell. So that's it. That's my choice, I said. She whispered. I was afraid of being judged. I was judged, I replied. Silence settled. I won't chase you, she said. You shouldn't, I replied. She nodded. I guess this is karma. This is consequence, I said. She looked at me one last time. I hope you heal. I am, I said. Just not with you. She walked away slowly. Ryan asked later, Did you forgive her? No, I said. Sophia asked, did you punish her? No, I said again. What did you do? She asked. I chose myself, I replied. That choice hurt more than anger. It also felt clean. I stood alone that night and admitted the truth. I almost forgave her ID, and for the first time, that felt like strength. I walked into school differently that morning. Not taller, not louder, just deliberate. People noticed. Some nodded. Others avoided my gaze. I didn't mind either way. I had built a self that didn't need approval. Ryan caught up to me. You've changed, he said. I have, I admitted. But not in the way you think. What way? He asked. I don't need to react anymore, I said. I'm present. That's it, he smiled. It's good to see you smiling. I'm not smiling, I replied. I'm focused. Later, Sophia joined me by the lockers. You're setting boundaries now, she said. I can see it. I am, I said. I decided what's mine to give and what isn't, even with her. She asked softly. Yes, I said. Especially with her. Alina stood across the hallway, watching me. Her friends whispered. She tried to smile, but it didn't reach her eyes. I didn't glance her way. I felt calm, detached, like observing a painting I once wanted to be part of. Ryan asked, Does it hurt? Sometimes, I admitted. But pain doesn't control me anymore. Sophia nodded. You've learned balance. I've learned control, I said. Not arrogance. Not cruelty. Just awareness. During lunch, a classmate dropped his books. I helped him pick them up. Thanks, he said. You're different. I'm learning, I replied. From her. He asked. No, I said. From myself. Later, Mr. Hayes found me in the gym. You've changed, he said, observing me doing push-ups. I had to, I said. You're strong, he said. But remember, strength without kindness is empty. I know, I replied. That's why I choose both now, he nodded. Good, most people forget that part. I won't, I said. That afternoon, I walked through the halls. Alina tried to catch my attention. Hey, she said softly. I didn't respond. She stepped closer. Can we talk? No, I said calmly. You're cold now, she said. I'm grounded, I replied. Detached, not cold. She frowned. Why are you like this? I survived, I said. That's why. Her lips pressed together. She looked away. I never thought I'd lose access to you. You never had it, I said. Not really. Her shoulders slumped. She walked away slowly. Ryan leaned close. That was impressive. I'm done reacting, I said. You look untouchable, he said. I feel untouchable, I said. In the best way, Sophia approached. You're not untouchable emotionally, she said. You just choose who affects you. Exactly, I said. I walked to the library alone later. People greeted me politely. I returned their nods. I helped a student with homework. I smiled briefly. Warm, measured, not for show, not for anyone. Alina appeared by the window, watching. She looked small and uncertain. I didn't feel satisfaction. I didn't feel pity. I felt neutral, detached, free. Ryan texted later. Are you okay with her watching? I am, I replied. She can see nothing now. That night, I looked in the mirror. I didn't recognize the scared, trembling boy I used to be. I recognized someone firm, someone grounded, someone who survived without letting anyone else's actions define my worth. I whispered, this is who I am now. .com. Not cruelty. Not arrogance. Just balance. I had stopped reacting to the past. The laughter. The betrayal. The humiliation. They existed only as lessons now, not chains. And I finally felt untouchable, not in heartlessness, but in knowing my own value and refusing to surrender it. Alina could watch. She could hope. She could whisper regrets. None of it reached me. I smiled quietly to myself. For the first time, I was completely free. Alina appeared at the school gate that morning. her hair messy, eyes wide like she had been running to catch up. "Wait," she called. I kept walking. "Please," she said. "I need to explain." I didn't stop. My steps were steady. My heart thumped, but not like before. Not with fear, not with panic, just rhythm. "I know I hurt you," she said. "I didn't mean I know," I said without turning. She slowed, panting. "You don't understand." I was scared. Everyone was watching. I understand perfectly," I replied. "But I also understand that you can't take back what happened." Her face fell. "So you're just walking away?" "Yes," I said. "I'm walking forward." I just want to fix it," she said. "There's nothing to fix for me," I said. "I've survived it. I've grown from it." She looked like she might cry. "I didn't think it would hurt you this much." "It did," I said calmly. "It shaped me, but it doesn't define me anymore." Her lips trembled. I thought, maybe you'd forgive me. "Maybe we could." "Forgiveness isn't my goal," I interrupted softly. "Closure is understanding. Balance. That's enough." She swallowed hard. "I didn't know you'd changed so much." "I didn't know I would either," I admitted. "But the boy who begged to be seen is gone." Her eyes widened. "Gone?" "Yes," I said. "He doesn't exist anymore, and you'll never see him cry again." She took a hesitant step closer. I wanted to apologize one last time." "You already did," I said. "And it matters only in the lessons it taught me, not in the pain you caused." Her shoulders slumped. "I never realized how much I'm not here to teach you humility," I said. "I'm here to protect myself. That's my choice. My life. My growth." "I see," she whispered. I kept walking. I didn't glance back. I didn't need to. I felt calm, grounded. Each step was deliberate, a rhythm of survival and self-respect. Ryan met me near the parking lot. "Did she say anything?" "She did," I said. I listened. I acknowledged it. I didn't react. "Impressive," he said quietly. "I'm not impressive," I said. "I'm aware." Sophia appeared beside us. "You look free," she said. "I feel free," I admitted. "For the first time, I'm not living for anyone else's reactions. Not for fear, not for approval. It's growth," she said. "Not revenge," I said. "Not satisfaction. Just survival and choice." Orion nodded. "So this is final?" "Yes," I said. "Completely final." Elena's voice called faintly behind me. "I hope you can forgive me someday." I didn't turn. I didn't reply. Her words floated behind me like smoke noticed, but not inhaled. I thought about the cafe, the laughter, the shame. It was painful, unforgettable, but it wasn't power anymore. It was awakening. I thought about my reflection, the boy who trembled, who begged, who hid. He didn't exist. I thought about my choices. To train, to observe, to control my emotions. To value myself over someone else's whims. I realized I had won, not by hurting her, not by seeking revenge, not by making her feel small. I won by surviving. I won by growing. I won by choosing myself every day, quietly, deliberately. The weight of humiliation lifted gradually, replaced by awareness. The fear of being laughed at again remained a whisper, not a roar. It reminded me, gently, to stay vigilant, to stay grounded, to never hand my peace to anyone else. Alina would watch me sometimes. She would guess at my thoughts. But she would never see me cry again. Not for her. Not for anyone who once tried to diminish me. I walked past the school gates into the sunlight. My chest felt light. My pace was steady. My eyes clear. I whispered to myself, I keep my promise. And for the first time, that promise felt complete. The boy who cried in public was gone. The man I became would never surrender that self-respect again. I didn't feel triumph. I didn't feel anger. I felt balance, control, strength rooted in awareness, not ego. And in that calm, I finally understood the quiet justice of surviving, without letting cruelty define me, without letting laughter ever see my tears again.